Hello and welcome to WePC. Don't worry, I'm not inside the box, I'm just here. This box is extremely big, but it houses an incredible monitor. So I'm gonna lay it flat and try not to break it. So this is the AORUS FI32U. It's a 4K 144Hz gaming monitor. So we're gonna take it out of the box, throw it over to our lovely desk and do some gaming, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Oh my God, that was really difficult. Okay. So here we have it, the FI32U. I'm out of breath just from taking that out of the box. Run through some of the specs quickly for you. They are handily on the box, so I don't have to remember them off the top of my head. But it has got a 144Hz Ultra HD display with an IPS panel, and then all of your fancy things such as game assist, black equalizer, etc. It also does have HDR mode, but does anyone even use HDR on a gaming monitor these days? And of course, DCI-P3 coverage. Okay, so let's take a look inside the box. We've got a HDMI ultra high speed cable. That's great. Display port, all your regular cables that you get with a monitor, as well as your warranty guide, of course. And with most monitors, the stand is housed at the top, so we'll just place that to the side for now. Okay, and then in this compartment we have the neck of the stand. This has got some weight to it. Oh my God. So this is a really high quality material. And we've got, where did I just see it? Oh, on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says, "Team up, fight on." Typical gaming monitor phrases, that, isn't it? This has some serious weight to it. I wouldn't be surprised if this is heavier than the actual monitor itself. We've got the AORUS logo here, which I imagine is going to be RGB. What you do with monitors, if you've not done this before, is you will have the actual monitor itself here, and what you want to do is attach the neck before you take it out of the box, just to avoid any accidental damage. So what you're going to do is line it up, wait for the satisfying click, and then you know now that this is entirely safe. So what I can then do is find our lovely stand. Oh, even the bottom of the stand feels really high quality. So there's your stand, all very sharp and edgy. So all I'm going to do is place this on the bottom and screw it in, and that is the neck of your stand and your stand all in place. And this is the simplest way to build a monitor. Don't take it out, put it on your couch and then start attaching things. You're just going to have all sorts of problems. So as you can see here, this is all nice and firmly in. So what I can now do is just move this box to the side. And I know now safely that I can pick this monitor up, place it on the desk and remove, electric shock. And then remove this. Here it is. This is your lovely monitor. It's got all of your standard stickers here with showing you all the specs. Just take that off as soon as you can. Yeah, to be honest, it looks really nice. It's very sleek, but heavy. Oh my God, you may need two hands to do this. I struggled doing it by myself. So if you do have someone to help, and you do have friends unlike me, get them to help. The only thing left to do is to plug this in. I want to test the RGB, throw into some games and see how it performs. So we'll switch to over there and we'll see you then. Okay, so I've jumped into the old split gate and I'm just going to turn the speakers down because it's very loud. I've got this running at 4K and it is of course at 144Hz. And I mean, I play this game on console, so to actually finally get a chance to play it on its max fidelity on PC, this is crazy. It looks lovely. Like the lighting effects and everything looks so crisp and clean. And it's running really nicely. Of course, you have to remember to run 4K at this kind of fidelity, you have to have a very powerful GPU. Of course, if you have a lower end PC, you're probably not going to be playing 4K games. That's just an obvious. But this is playing very nicely. If I'm doing well at a game on PC, then it's got to be the monitor. But yeah, I mean, it's running spectacularly. It looks fantastic. I wanted to test out in a few competitive games just to see how it holds up in that 4K resolution. A lot of people obviously don't like playing competitive games at 4K. They like getting for the kind of like the 1080p max FPS that they can possibly get. But I'm a casual gamer. I like playing things at 4K. I like things to look pretty, so this does it for me. Okay, so we've switched to the old Counter-Strike. So we've just played Splitgate, which is a lot more demanding. And then Counter-Strike is the complete opposite end of that. So it's nice to just see how responsive this monitor actually is. And to be fair, it feels very smooth. I'm not seeing any ghosting, well, not any clear ghosting, any trailing or anything. But to be honest, that's where Charlie comes in and does all the in-depth testing. He gets the UFO tests up and everything. I'm just doing it purely from my very, very janky eyes. It's very, very smooth. Of course, once again, you're probably not going to play CSGO at 4K. It's all a personal preference, to be honest. But yeah, CSGO runs just as nicely as Splitgate. Obviously, Splitgate looks a lot nicer, but that's to be expected. CSGO is about 46 years old. So that is 2 competitive titles. We were going to switch to Call of Duty and show you what Cold War looks like, but once again, just like every other week, there's a 96GB update, so we're not going to get around to doing that. So we are going to switch over to a single player title now, crank it all the way up and see what kind of visuals we can get from this incredible monitor. So we'll see you on the next game. Okay, so we've switched over to Control. We've put this on the max resolution. We've also turned ray tracing on, and oh, I mean, look how this is never going to look as good on camera as it does on the screen. But oh my god, look at the screen, like the reflection on the floor. It looks so lifelike. If you want to be playing in 4K, you want to make sure, of course, that your frame rate is as up to the match as well. You don't want to be playing this at like 30 frames per second at 4K. So of course, obviously, turning off ray tracing, you're going to get a significant boost. A lot of people don't even like ray tracing, so if you do turn ray tracing off, you'll probably get upwards of 100 FPS anyway. So honestly, the reflections on the floor look absolutely ridiculous. I mean, even when you're shooting, it looks absolutely fantastic and it's staying really consistent. Overall, I've really, really enjoyed this. It looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, we're going to do more in-depth testing in the full review, so we are going to compare the HDR modes and see how they perform, because HDR on monitors usually isn't the best. So we'll see what that has to offer. So that is the F32U. I've really enjoyed playing the very limited amount of games that I have played on this. The next thing that we're going to do is throw this to Charlie. He's going to do the full review, and then I'm going to present that full review on the channel probably next week. So definitely stay around and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and we'll have that review out for you as soon as we possibly can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.